Volunteers of America Utah welcomes you to Silver Spurs Back in the Saddle, presented by Optum Bank and our other fine sponsors.
Hello all, and welcome to Silver Spurs 2021, Back in the Saddle. My name is Jeff Doran, and I'm Chief Development Officer for Volunteers of America Utah. For those of you who joined us last year, you were able to experience the unique online alternate to our real-time event, all due to COVID. You all joined in like troopers, and we hope you had a really great time. And yet, 1 year later, here we are again. In fact, just up until a few weeks ago, we were counting on returning to an in-person event this year in all its glory. Yet you're at home, and here I stand in a big empty room where all of you would have been, having a great time, visiting, eating, drinking, and introducing old friends to new friends and making a difference for Volunteers of America Utah. You know, I can't help but think, as I stand here alone and we look around this big empty room, about the isolation and emptiness experienced by those without a home, those in the grips of addiction, and those living with mental illness. Their days are often spent isolated, alone, and empty. You know, this is why we're here tonight. We're here to help those underserved in our community to have a chance at inclusion, belonging, taking away the feeling of emptiness inside their lives. And you know what? Even though we can't fill this room with the joy of helping others tonight, I know we can still fill your homes with a great evening and a message of generosity and hope. You're all great supporters of Volunteers of America, and we want to celebrate that this evening. So while things may look a little bit unconventional, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the evening. It's Silver Spurs 2021, and we are getting back in the saddle. I would now like to introduce you to our MC for the evening, Mr. Greg Mattis. Greg, take it away.
Thank you, Jeff, and howdy, folks. Welcome to Silver Spurs Back in the Saddle. We are so excited you could virtually join us. Tonight, we're fixing to raise a heap of money to help fund our favorite cause, Volunteers of America Utah. Now, while you enjoy the show, please consider moseying on over electronically to the silent auction, where you can bid on a wide variety of amazing items and buy tickets to the opportunity drawing, a one-week stay in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now imagine that, one entire week in Vegas. That means you get to stay 5 whole days after your money runs out. Now tickets are only $50 each, or for a bona fide bargain, you can get 3 of them for $100. We are so glad you are here, and you best be getting after it because the silent auction is going to close promptly at 8:30 p.m. While you're busy brightening lives by liberating those greenbacks from your wallets, it's my pleasure to introduce Aaron Basta.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing there is just too little of. Take a moment and think of someone close to you. Bring to mind the feeling you get when you do something for them. The warm, fuzzy sensation that starts in your heart and spreads to the tip of your toes. When you show love to your family, your friends, or even strangers, you benefit too. Mike King, the national president of Volunteers of America, says, "We are in the love business. Tonight is about your helping us to show love to the clients who we serve." What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. May God and all names holy bless us.
And now please welcome to the stage Volunteers of America Utah Board Chair Shelley Kendrick with a greeting and some instructions about how you can help tonight.
Good evening. My name is Shelley Kendrick, and I'm the Board Chair for Volunteers of America Utah. I'm so excited to welcome each of you to the 11th annual Silver Spurs event, and I'm grateful you could join us for this fun evening. Serving on the board these past 5 years has truly been an incredible experience, as I have watched VOA Utah expand its reach to greater numbers of vulnerable individuals in our community battling mental illness, homelessness, and addiction. This expanded reach is accomplished through the support of individuals like you, through your donations of time, money, and other resources. I'm so grateful to each of you for your support of Silver Spurs and VOA Utah, and I'm proud to play a small part in this great work. Tonight I'd like to especially pay tribute to the VOA Utah employees and all they do to help so many people live life more self-sufficiently. They are truly amazing. Though we can't be together in person, I'm glad we're able to come together and celebrate online. Remember, you can pause the Silver Spurs video at any point tonight and open a new window or a new tab in your internet browser to donate directly or to place a bid at our silent auction. Bid to your heart's desire, then hop back to the Silver Spurs video and press play to continue with the program. Bidding closes at 8:30 p.m. All the money we raise tonight helps us continue to serve Utah's most vulnerable communities. If you run into any technical difficulties, our team is standing by to help. Email us at info@voaut.org. Thank you again for joining us tonight to make a difference in the lives of our friends and neighbors. I hope you have a great time.
Thanks kindly, Shelley. Now, with this here virtual format, no doubt it's easy right there in the comfort of your own castle to forget you're actually at a gala, or as them city folks say, a gala. But don't forget, we're here for a great cause tonight, and every dollar makes a difference, so be sure to bid on the silent auction and purchase tickets for the opportunity drawing, or just flat out make a donation. Lighten your load, friends. It feels wonderful. And remember, all the money we raise tonight will continue to fund VOA Utah and their life-changing programs. One of the programs that's near and dear to my heart is the Homeless Outreach Program. It makes a difference every single day, 24/7, 365, in the lives of some of our most vulnerable friends. Check this out.
I was homeless for a time in my car for about 5 months, and that was a really hard thing. So at night, obviously, getting in my car, going to sleep and it was in the wintertime with 5 blankets on or whatever, and that was a struggle. And so I know a little bit about what it is to be homeless. We work with people that are homeless in their vehicles. That's tough, and I don't want people to suffer like that. It helps me to have a lot of empathy for the homeless now, because I know a little bit about what it is to not be guaranteed to be warm at night, to go to bed in a colder environment. Definitely a hard thing, and I don't want the homeless to be cold like I was when I was in my car, so that's important to me to make sure that they stay warm and that they stay safe. Hey, how's it going? Good. Are you guys freezing up here?
Yes.
You guys need some blankets,
Yeah,
food and stuff?
need some.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'd be
So I got you a backpack, some food. Do you need socks?
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Grab you some socks.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, there's those. You're welcome. Do you guys need any help finding housing?
Yeah, me and Chris both working on housing.
Okay, awesome. So the Homeless Outreach Program, our goal is to get people housed. We have housing case managers that we help them with. We do all we can to make sure that they get off the streets in a timely manner, and that means everything to us. So along the way, we can help them with supplies, help them to keep warm, hat, gloves, coat in the winter, give them the supplies they need, and then all the resources that they need too. We want them to be safe and to be housed.
In addition to the Homeless Outreach Program, we're also offering 2 resource centers, one for homeless youth ages 15 to 22, and a second one for adult women. That's a 200-bed facility. Also, we run 2 detoxification centers. So we have one about 60 for adult men, and then one in Murray for women and children, 30 beds. Outpatient clinic, we have 2 of those now as well, and We are serving people with domestic violence issues, as well as substance abuse and mental health.
VOA, you've helped a lot of people, man. A lot of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what we do. We're trying to help people out,
Yeah.
give people a hand for sure.
I could crumble into pieces, but I got a million reasons why I won't. 'Cause this heavy is a season, and the sun is always right behind the storm. Bringing out the fire, bring on all the lightning. 'Cause I'm looking for a hero, look inside the mirror. I found one.
People who are living on the streets are really appreciative of the relationship that we've built with them. They know that they can trust us, and it feels really good when you know that a person may make a positive change in their life and that they trust you enough to one day say, yes, I'll come with you and you can help me get into housing. And that's what it's all about. The mission is fulfilled on those days.
Fun fact, did you know that philanthropic giving actually makes you better looking? It's true, scientific fact. Now, I'm not saying y'all need it, not at all, but every little bit helps, if you know what I mean.
Silver Spurs Back in the Saddle will be right back in 2 minutes. Take a second to stretch your legs, refill your cup, or check on your auction items. In the meantime, Volunteers of America Utah would like to thank tonight's sponsors, including Optum Bank, Dominion Energy and the Huntsman Foundation, American Express and Wells Fargo, University of Utah Health, Regents Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Select Health, and our generous individual sponsors. And thanks to you, of course. We couldn't do it without you. We're also grateful for all the wonderful people who provided donations to make our silent auction possible. And there's still time to bid. Remember, the auction closes at 8:30 p.m. And now, please welcome to the stage the President and CEO of Volunteers of America Utah, Kathy Bray.
Howdy, I'm Kathy Bray, President and CEO of Volunteers of America Utah. I'm so glad you've joined us online for our hybrid gala, Silver Spurs, Back in the Saddle. This is our 11th annual event raising funds to support VOA programs. Ever since we established our Men's Detoxification Center in 1986, we've been committed to providing our community with the resources and services necessary to meet the needs of Utah's most vulnerable. And we've grown to meet growing needs, including a detox center for women and children, 2 homelessness resource centers, 2 counseling centers, a transition home for homeless young women, a permanent supportive housing apartment complex, a cafe training program for youth experiencing homelessness, 2 mobile mental health teams, and a homeless outreach program that takes our services directly to the streets. Looking to the future, I'm excited to announce that our capacity to serve will grow with the opening of a new women's supportive housing unit with 14 beds and the expansion of our men's detoxification program. We're helping real people with real needs, like Sarah, a woman with severe mental illness who was unable to maintain her housing. With the expansion of our ACT Team supportive housing program, Sarah will have her own room, and 24-hour assistance with meals, laundry, basic needs, and medication management. This program will help her maintain a home and also maintain her mental health. We're excited for clients like Sarah. What a blessing to see people find support, safety, and wellness. Even during the most difficult of times, the continuous support from our community has helped improve lives and facilitate growth. Thank you. Homelessness, mental illness, and addiction do not take days off, and neither do we. Over the past year, we've seen an outpouring of support from our volunteers and donors like you. Each year at Silver Spurs, we have an opportunity to show our gratitude more directly to an outstanding community partner with our Spirit of Giving Award. This award is presented to groups who have contributed significantly to Volunteers of America, Utah, in recognition of their commitment, care, and compassion for the people we serve. We wish we could have been able to present this in person this year, but we are excited to introduce you to this year's recipient via video. Blair, roll the tape. I'm Kathy Bray, the President and CEO for Volunteers of America, Utah. The McCarthy Family Foundation has been supporting us since 2011, the same year that Silver Spurs began. The foundation has allowed us to serve thousands of youth in need of food, shelter, clothing, and services. Over the years, they have contributed over $750,000 to help fund our work. They're so generous and we're so grateful. With help from the McCarthy Family Foundation, we were able to open a new youth resource center in 2016 to better meet the needs of young people experiencing homelessness. I am reminded of Joey J., a young man who utilized services at the Youth Resource Center and interned at Maud's Cafe. At the graduation ceremony, when we were celebrating his cohort's completion of their two-phase job training program, he spoke of his desire to use his experience as a solid foundation on which to build the rest of his life. It was so touching. Joey J. was one of 126 youth placed in housing last year, and he continues to succeed at home, at work, and in the community.
Presenting the Spirit of Giving Award to the McCarthy Family Foundation gave us the chance to learn more about their history and how they came to partner with Volunteers of America. The foundation traces its roots back to turn-of-the-century Utah.
My great-grandfather and my great-grandmother, and you can see the art there, Thomas Kearns and Jenny Judge Kearns. He was a miner. He struck it rich at the late 1800s, and they developed his fortune. He bought the Salt Lake Tribune, worked on the mining. So here I am, all these generations later, and we're the recipient of this special gift that came from my great-grandparents, and it's been handed down. We said, let's do something positive with it like our forefathers and foremothers have done for decades.
When the foundation heard about plans to build a new resource center for youth experiencing homelessness in Utah, they stepped up with a major contribution to help make it a reality.
I like the Homeless Youth Center just because that I know it's making a difference with these young people that so many times they're on the street for one reason or another, and it's not their fault. And for people to see that these young people really can make a difference if they get a certain break or they get somebody to show them some kindness, some leadership, and a lot of times that's all that it takes. And it seems to me, at least, that Volunteers of America, that's their mission, and I just love that whole idea.
The McCarthys recognize the importance of financial contributions, but they also understand the power of direct volunteering, helping with meals and other needs at the Youth Resource Center.
You can have these kids learn by example and realize that these people that are here really care about you and are interested in your well-being and would like to extend a hand and say, look, we are here for you, and if you listen and pay attention, we might be able to really help you and put you on a different path.
Our work here at Volunteers of America, Utah would not be possible without community partners like the McCarthy Family Foundation. Together, we can continue making a difference for so many people right here in Utah.
And that is the best thing of all, is to know that we have made a difference, and the people that are receiving this are really excited about it and let us know that, whew, you know, this gift really is something special.
We sincerely thank the McCarthy Family Foundation for all that they have done and continue to do to support our mission. We're excited to see where our work addressing youth homelessness goes in the years to come, and we know that they will be at our side. Thank you so much.
What an incredible legacy. Thank you, McCarthy Family Foundation. You know, it's the amazing generosity of community partners like the McCarthys that make the work of VOA Utah possible. We owe them a heap of thanks. I want to cordially invite you to follow their lead and make a difference with your donation. Now, you heard a little bit about the Youth Resource Center in that video. That's one of the main reasons we're here this evening. Well, let's double click on that and find out more.
Being homeless, it's stressful. You gotta be, on your toes. You're always watching your back. Like, you don't know if someone's gonna come behind you and take all your stuff. It was just like, oh, you're on your own, you do whatever you do. It's not a good experience. It's very scary. If you're thinking about leaving home just because you don't like school, don't do it, because I did that. If I did not find the Youth Resource Center, I would have probably been dead or on some type of drugs. That would not have been good for me. Thanks to the YRC, they basically saved my life.
Mods Cafe is unique to our community because we are a coffee shop that also has an internship program that helps the youth that are experiencing homelessness come get some job experience and build confidence.
My internship at Mods is pretty cool. I get to make one of my favorite drinks ever, just anything caffeine. Love caffeine.
The process of the Mods internship is there's 2 parts. The first part is 13 weeks and the second part is 13 weeks. And the first part they will learn basic stuff like basic barista things, customer service, cooking, making coffee, and learning how to run a cash register. And then the second part they learn more management skills while they'll train new interns. So it's 26 weeks total. So jobs that we have set for interns after they're done with the internship, we have community partners such as local coffee shops and hotels, and they can take the skills that they learn here and apply them to that kind of work.
A job I'd like to get after the Mods internship would be to work at a coffee shop. I want to be one heck of a barista.
When Bon first started, he was pretty nervous, a little bit shy, but he's grown tremendously.
Mods has helped me to talk to more people and to build more of my confidence. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, a guy like you has trouble talking to people? Yeah, surprising.
Just being able to just help that one person, like just one intern, it's just as awesome to see them accomplish certain things that they didn't ever feel like they would be able to do before.
I am so grateful for the Youth Resource Center for doing everything they can to help me to succeed in my life and helping me with this internship at MODS and helping me to succeed in my goals.
One cup at a time. Don't you just love that? You can feel the difference the Youth Resource Center and MODS Cafe made in the life of Bon and so many others like him. And that's why we're here tonight, trying to raise $20,000 to help fund these programs. And you can do it. This is your big moment. Right here, right now, you can make a difference $1 at a time. We've made it as easy as possible. You just push a button and send help and healing and love. Do you remember when you first heard about Volunteers of America, Utah? I do. About 7 years ago, I made a simple but life-altering decision. I decided to stop walking past those experiencing homelessness. I vowed to stop and talk, to get to know them and ask them what I could do to help. And something amazing happened. I've gained an eclectic collection of incredible new friends, and they've blessed my life. Along the way, it didn't take long until they started mentioning VOA. I heard those initials a lot. VOA got me this coat. VOA brought me these socks. I'm going to detox at VOA. I've seen the real-world impact of this inspired organization, and it became clear to me that VOA doesn't just provide help, it provides hope. It provides dignity. It saves and changes lives. If you got $5,000 or $50, please give now. We already have one donor who has given $5,000. And that provides 1 year of food and shelter for someone like Bon at the Youth Resource Center. Push that button. If you have $2,500, donate now. $2,500 helps keep the lights on at the Youth Resource Center for 2 weeks. If you can spare $1,000, go on ahead and push that button now. $1,000 can provide over 2 months of food and shelter for a client utilizing the services of the Youth Resource Center. Look, we all wish we could be together this evening, and y'all know why we can't. This awful pandemic has disrupted every aspect of our lives and divided us at a time when we need to stand together. It's been particularly brutal on the vulnerable as it's magnified the 3 plagues that are at the heart of VOA's mission: homelessness, addiction, and mental illness. I bet at least one of these 3 plagues has touched you or a family member or a friend personally. You're lucky and unusual if they haven't. But on this night, let's come together and give VOA the fuel it needs to fight this battle. Go on ahead and push that button, friends. Can you afford $500? That's just over $40 a month. You're not gonna miss it, and it'll make an outsized difference in the life of a teenager who's experiencing homelessness. If you're like me, you've probably got a few regrets. Hell, I have a long list of them. Anything with the initials DYI comes to mind. 2 words, home improvement. You know what's not there? You know what's not on that list? You know what'll never be on that list? Giving a little more to this amazing organization. Lending a life-saving hand to those in need. I lost one of my homeless friends to suicide. It was awful. $150 can provide suicide prevention services for an at-risk youth. Please donate now. $50 funds an employment assistance meeting to help someone complete a job application and prepare for an interview. This is your big moment. So many are suffering. You can help. Go on ahead and sidle up to that button and push it now. I don't know about you, but one of my main goals in life is to make a difference. And it's hard to imagine a better opportunity than right here, right now. You literally have the chance to fund a future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You truly are beautiful people, and your generosity shines. Have I mentioned our gratitude? We are so grateful for every single dollar you liberate this evening. Go on ahead now and set a few more free to work their magic at VOA. Now, just a few final logistics. Keep an eye on your inboxes tomorrow. We'll send you an email to let you know if we met our fundraising goal. And we'll also announce the big winner of the opportunity drawing. And by the way, it's still not too late. 3 tickets for $100. Viva Las Vegas. Well, we'll also be giving you a call tomorrow if you win a silent auction item. You've still got some time, by the way, to outduel the others for your favorite item. The auction will close promptly at 8:30 p.m. God bless you for flexing your better angels this evening. We are truly grateful and hope to see you in the real world soon. Good night, y'all. Three, two, one. Welcome back to Masterpiece Theatre. I'm Alistair Bannister, your host, and this evening, Les Miserables. Is that what you're looking for? Kind of that just shift? All right, sorry about that. Okay, here we go.